Hiya everyone. Just thought I would come on. I've been asked to answer a couple of questions with regards to my surgery and get slim surgeon and everything. So here goes. It's hopefully, I think, to help people who are considering surgery or thinking about it, or maybe a box and feeling a little bit nervous. They're just questions that I think in general people have, and people have asked themselves, or you've been asked themselves basically. So question 1 says, before surgery, how did you feel and did your family support you with the surgery? I was excited before my surgery. Once I'd booked it, my mind was made up. I was ready to do it. I was there. I just wanted to be on the plane and get it over and done with. My husband is always very, very supportive in everything. Was he worried? Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I chose to go on my own. He wanted to come with me, but I've got a 6-year-old daughter and didn't really want to disrupt everything any more than it was going to be with me being away. So I asked, him to stay at home with her. Family, I only really told immediate family, and literally like maybe 2 friends about it. My friends were shocked. It was the same, why are you doing that? That's like really extreme. My family, again, very reserved, very apprehensive. I think with the stigma of going abroad, to have your surgery was the worry on everybody's mind. But problems do happen, whether it's here, there, anywhere else. I think as long as you've researched a company you're looking into, you're happy with the decision you made, then you own it. Like, that's it. I've picked that company. I'm happy with everything I've read. I'm happy with everything I've looked at, and it's done. And then I think now that I'm back and everything was amazing and they're seeing how well I'm doing, I think everyone's is happy for me. But at the start, there's questions. It's definitely questionable. Question 2, what were your worries for the surgery? It wasn't particularly worried for the surgery, as I've got a friend on the group who's done amazing, like smashed it up the park. She looks incredible. So when I'd seen her progress, I'd asked the question and she told me all about Get Slim and what she'd had done and everything. So it was then I started to do my own research. So she'd been dead honest about how she was feeling, how she was doing, how it worked. So I wasn't really worried too much about the surgery. I was more worried about, am I going to be okay? Which I think is the first thing on everybody's minds, will I be okay? And how I'm going to feel after it. I flew out on the Wednesday. I chose to fly out on the Wednesday and have my operation the same day and fly home on the Saturday. So I was worried of, would I be okay to fly home on my own? Will it be well enough? How's that going to go? But honestly, it was fine. It was great. It was better than I could have expected, really. What made you decide on having Dr. Fikri as your surgeon is the third question. No, I didn't, is the honest answer. Dr. Fikri was my surgeon through default, as I initially booked with another surgeon who'd come into contact with someone with COVID and had to go into a self-isolation. So I was allocated, and I had a breakdown when I found out. Like, I cried so hard on that bed that people were like, what is going on? Because I'd done my research on this other surgeon. I was confident, I was ready to meet him, and that was who's got to do it. So the nurses and the Get Slim team went and got Dr. Fikri and brought him into me to obviously answer my questions, and he done just that. He fully reassured me once he was in there, and I met him, and his presence is so lovely, and his aura is very calming, and he answered everything I asked. Which was, how long have you been doing it? Have you had any leaks? All the stuff that goes through everybody's mind. And honestly, now I wouldn't have wanted anyone else to do it. Like, I physically couldn't have chosen a better surgeon. Like, it wasn't my choice, and I'm so happy that it was him on that day. Like, honest to God, I thank God every day that it was him, because he's phenomenal. The next question is, did you have any regrets after surgery? No, I don't think. I think my biggest regret is, why did I wait so long? It's hard. I'm not going to sit here and say it's not, because for me personally, it was hard. The first couple of weeks, the liquids and the purity stage were immense. Like, I just wanted it to be over. Everything, I just, honest to God, like, I was over it. I didn't want to have another shake. I didn't want to eat more mash. I didn't enjoy it, did I? No. But the weight loss coming off every week it was enough for me to keep me spurring on. Like, I just got on with it every day, got up and just didn't think and just done it. And no, I don't. I was worried maybe, will I be able to be sociable again, is probably one of the things I asked myself. And yeah, absolutely, it's made no difference. I just eat a lot less than everybody around me. But other than that, I have the same fun I had pre, only feeling a lot more confident doing it. The next question is, before the surgery, what was your goal, to be skinny or healthy? I was both, I'm not going to lie. Health is always number one. Obviously, I'm asthmatic. Pre-op, my dosage of inhaler was mad high. I was needing a reliever more often than not. Now, I very rarely have my reliever. I can count on probably one hand how many times I've had it in the last month. My steroids halved. Things like, I used to suffer with really, really swollen ankles all the time. Like, I honestly, for my whole adult life, thought it was hereditary, and it wasn't, because since losing the weight, they've gone down, and I can get into non-wide fit shoes, which was like my own personal no-scale victory for me. But yeah, it's both. It's definitely nice to be able to now go and pick something off a hanger and know it's going to fit, and feel better about myself. I'm 15 weeks post-op, and I've lost 62 pounds. I've hit my original target of what I thought I wanted to weigh, where I wanted to be at. But while I'm still getting me steady 2 and 3 pound losses a week, I'm going to carry on going a little bit further, because it's definitely there to lose. Next question is, before surgery, what was your complaint in your social surrounding? I felt ashamed. I was so uncomfortable. Like, I like to holiday, and as much as I love to be away, I was embarrassed to be away from my family. I was super embarrassed for my husband. My husband's tall and lean, and I was mortified for him. I was so embarrassed. I used to say to him, God, do you not feel ashamed walking around me? And obviously, he didn't. He swore he didn't. And, he said it's not, it made no difference to him. But for me, I felt like people were constantly looking, going, what's he doing with it, or whatever. Friendship wise, it's hard, because I liked at the time the idea of being social, and I'd go through phases where it felt okay until I'd look back on pictures and be like, oh my God, but at the time it'd be okay. And I was also an absolute nightmare for making all these plans and not following through with them, because I felt horrible on the night. I might have gained weight that month, and I hadn't seen them for a couple of weeks, and it just felt rubbish. So I think they found me a little bit of a nightmare, hiding in the back of pictures, oh, don't post that, they'd all feel great, I'd look a mess, don't post that picture please, I look horrendous. I think there was a lot of that. Now, being where I'm at, I know that even on the pictures where I look like I'm having a good time, secretly I was absolutely dying inside, hoping that it was took on an angle where I didn't have a double chin, or my arms weren't in it, or whatever else it might have been on that night that was really, really bothering me, was done. So it did affect me social group and my friends. I can go quite introvert. When I was having a bad day, I'd be down for not a day, it'd be a month where I wouldn't see anyone. I'd avoid meeting, I'd avoid, get message a friend saying, do you want to come round? Well, no, I don't want to see anybody, I'm not feeling so great. But would make every excuse under the sun not to participate, rather than saying, I feel horrendous, I'm just not having a good time at the moment. But now I'm feeling good, and once COVID is under control or settled, or whatever it is that's going to happen with it, I can't wait to start being social and enjoy it, and actually not be scared to be in the pictures with people instead of taking them. After your surgery, during your weight loss, is there any funny memories you would like to share? After your surgery and during your weight loss, pants falling down, that's always hysterical, especially for my little girl. She thinks it's funny. She thinks it's the most funniest thing in the world. And I put a pair of jammies on and walk across the landing, and 2 seconds later, they're not where they should be. Let's just say that. She thinks that's dead funny. During my surgery, I don't think I was that funny. I think I was a bit of a nightmare for everybody, to be honest. A bit of a big baby. But endoscopy is amazing. I don't know what they give you, but it's absolutely out of this world, and I felt incredible. And the small group, well, the 2 friends had told, I was sending videos to and out after me up and everything else, and I got home and I was so high on life, absolutely living the dream, modelling the little black cover up they give you over my pyjamas in it. I felt amazing, and going into that I was terrified, and Jack was with me, Jack was on shift and he come down with me and I was like, please don't leave me. He's like, I'm going to be right here when you wake up. And when I come round, he said, obviously you're not fully asleep, but you feel it. He said to me, Jamie, he said, it took longer to wake you up than you were asleep. He said, and you're snoring. Wow. And I was like, oh, I was mortified. I was like, was I actually snoring? He was like, yeah, really loud. So that was like humiliating. On a new note, I don't snore anymore, so that's fine. After your weight loss, what was the reaction of people you had not seen in a long time? It's been good. It's been really good. I haven't seen loads and loads of people. I get a lot of it from, if I post a picture now, people comment on it. I haven't been open, should I say. Well, I haven't declared that I've had weight loss surgery with Get Slim on any of my socials, but I haven't lied either. When people ask me how I've done it, what have you done, what diet are you following, I make a joke of saying the diet where they remove 85% of your stomach, and they laugh. And then obviously when I tell them I'm being deadly serious and this is what I've done, loads of people are shocked, curious, ask a million and one questions, which I'm always happy to answer for everybody. So yeah, it's good. It is nice. As I say, COVID has prevented a lot of seeing anybody for everybody. But the few I've bumped into while shopping or whatever, I've all been really like shocked, and it's good. It makes you feel good. When you hear the doctor figure it right, what are the first two things that come to mind? And explain why. I think 2 words are not enough for that man. I think he is exceptional at what he does. He is so encouraging, so positive, so lovely. He comes round to see you more than one occasion, like in between patients, I presume. He pops in to check you're okay. He encourages you to get up with your high legs and your big arms and blow your balls, and he's so warm and welcoming and sweet. He is. If you've had your surgery with Dr. Fickret, you will know that he's amazing. Like, words aren't enough. And if you're looking into him, then honestly, you won't regret it. And if you book to them, then again, you're gonna love him. He's great. He's so lovely, so lovely. And the last question on this is, what would you like to tell people who are thinking about having the surgery done? If you've done your research and this company, Get Slim, is on your list, then I cannot recommend them enough. The women are fantastic. Amanda, Tracy, the girls, Jack, everybody are so good. I went to Kusadasi and had my procedure done. When I went down to surgery, it was late at night. As I say, I got my surgery the day I arrived. Tracy rang my husband to say she's gone down to surgery. She rang her as soon as I was out of surgery. Amanda rang. Tracy come in to see me the day before I went home, as did Amanda. She done all our discharge meds with us and everything. The girls are always there to encourage her. We went and watched the sunset of a night and we'll go down and get some fresh air. Don't think about it, just do it. If you've done your research and this is something you're genuinely serious about doing, do it. I wish I'd have done it a long time ago, and if it wasn't for my friends on here, I'd probably still be umming and ahhing about and feeling bad and wondering what it is I can do to start feeling better and to make a change and keep me healthy and be around long enough to see my child grow up and, get involved in family activities and fit on the fair rides and just all these things that I know sound to some so little, but it's something that plays on your mind 100%. And without the procedure, I wouldn't have been able to do what I can do now. I know I'd have been probably not £60 lost, but £60 heavier now in a rut of self-destruct. So I owe my health now to Get Slim, and honestly, the company's fantastic. If it is on your list, double, triple check, go through the reviews, go through the comments, the good, the bad, everything, and you won't be disappointed. It's the best thing I done. So yeah, any questions, anyone, feel free to message me and I'll get back to you all, and good luck.